just have to be taken, be looking like you know. another person, another person is yo. Listen, I don't. Yo, listen, man. You want to know something? You ever had people that did magic? Let me tell you something. You ever had people that did magic, and they feel like you have to take a life? It's like some Highlander shit. Nah, I don't get down like that. But I knew some gangster niggas back in the days that used to do shit like that. But they did shit like that because another nigga wanted to know how real his own situation was, and why he was doing certain things. I never have to do things like that. Either way, I knew other niggas that did that already. But I was, anyway, I don't want to speak about it though. Listen to this, right? Let me tell you how real this situation is, right? Imagine a person, listen to this. Imagine having consecration, a person doing magic. Like I tell you how people went after the ice galaxy and they felt like they had to break down the ice galaxy. They were going after different consecration at different forms of comfortability. Like they probably knew somebody that was eating at certain restaurants, hanging out with certain people, going certain places. Now this goes for the ice galaxy, love galaxy, ninja galaxy, Shaolin, Mings, all type of situations. Let me just tell you like this. I knew individuals that used to watch people and who they hung out with, the way they dress, and they were looking at other people's comfortabilities and then targeting them through that a certain type of way. At first it was like monkey see, monkey do, put it on your jaw, all type of situations, and then they were just trying to fuck an individual up a certain type of way. But like I said, already ahead of time. So a person just tell you already ahead of time, but don't worry about it. But like I told you, a person a certain type of way, funny situation. You see, like ball grease girl right there. You know, it looks like you ever seen. Anyway, listen to this. Then I'll tell you after. Listen, you ever seen people at a time that they target people through their comfortability, their food, the stores that they eat, where they shop, like a real stalker, like a nigga that's really stalking his girl. And that's how he starts off, and then he starts, he starts getting into other things with his men, and then they show him the realer things in life, and he grows up thinking a certain type of mentality, and then he just has a whole outlook a certain type of way, but it started off a certain type of way, and then another person doesn't realize the ignorance of another individual, how he gets down a certain type of way, and what it started from, what it stemmed from, and it was a different upbringing from another individual, and then next thing you know, individuals wonder about the difference in confrontation and certain things because another person, way they went about it was a different way from another person go about it. They agree at a point, but another point they disagree, but that's when you know it's a different type of nervous system, and then a person has to show you the reason of another person higher quality, and they want to know the reason, but you can certain other people can instantly tell, but is nothing needs to be said because what's gonna happen is whatever's gonna happen. But I'm just gonna be real though, I'm gonna tell individuals just like this. You have individuals in life. It's like when they went after the Ice Galaxy, Ninja Galaxy, and do funny things in funny life. It's just like I'm dealing with element individuals that's doing element science. So the point of reflection of one's receptiveness is just like manipulating computers and then trying to send a vibration, high pitch frequency, a certain type of way, and then still trying to be cool in a higher climate, but the deteriorations of one's natural foundation is causing a certain type of reaction to an individual's habitability, showing you the consciousness of another individual is already at they want to surpass base point, so they don't care about foundation a certain type of way because a person says base point is already what you breathe in any time, so you're gonna get murdered any which way, and whatever's gonna happen is whatever's gonna happen, and I'm comfortable with it any which way. So listen to what I'm telling you, right? So now you have another person that wonders about situations at a time and then tells the individual like, yo, listen, be careful, because when they went after the ice galaxy, they were doing a forms of comfortability because another person just wants to know a reason why to go cry to somebody else, get into their quality, and then they become like the nightmare a certain type of way for another person, and then they already failed this habitation. So another person, I guess they're voting season in the politics. I guess that's all I could tell you if you're intellectual and then you think about everything I've been speaking about. So, but then I'm gonna just tell you, and I have my reasons for what I'm saying. So now I'm gonna just tell you how real the situation is, right? And then I'm gonna just say, if a person at a time is already hunting people down through their social equality, as I said, continuously, another person, identity theft niggas, the face mask. So if another person's hunting another individual, your Power Rangers individuals, your Dinobots, individuals that was letting it be known and shit that, whatever, skin is skin, shit, whatever, your tattoo artists and shit. But listen, that, that's what they're going after, but, I'm in the claps in that machine also, though. But I'm gonna be real, so it's just like an individual that went after individuals using I got other things going on with me, and I'm warning you about other niggas is gonna do some funny other situations. I got real situations going on, so it lets you know I'm into a real combative situation a certain type of way already, and another individual certain type of way. Another person's looking at me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm about to go get some nourishment for myself. But listen to this, right? So then another person's wondering about situations at a time and stuff, right? And then be careful. Other niggas, let me tell you, be careful what you do with other niggas at a time when they try to do their witchcraft reaction. But the Empress is going to have to finish herself instantly at the time, and another person's going to wonder why, and then they're going to realize how real everything I'm saying, and too bad for them after that, because either way, I'm comfortable. So I'm just gonna say just like this. So be careful of social people that wants people to be influenced by their social economics that collapse in their happiness because they felt they already did it. So it should just already happen a certain type of way. And if it's not happening, then you need to get to it. And that just show you don't fall into their stupidity or try to stay away from their hot dungeon sauna. So how can I say this? A spa sweat room ball grease box. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever field or how can I say this? Whatever arena that you sit at, that you put your ass on a certain type of way. Be careful and shit. No matter even if it's a temple. So I'm gonna just tell you how real the situation. But when individuals was going after the Ice Galaxy, they went after different consecrations, and they were just trying to break the consecration of the purity of the habitation because they feel that they want to break through their purity, so they should break through a girl's consciousness. Because you got a niggas that's around me with his ball grease girlfriend and shit. The one that got super pimple and stuff that just causing all type of unhumane conditions for individuals' excuse, and then he tries to doctor their situation, and then he gives you the grease, and then you're gonna need this. It doesn't make no sense of being a part of that quality and then wondering why you suffer in a certain type of way at a time, and then he tells you ain't nothing, and then he gets you into the drug abuse life. And the things I already spoke about reflected in the paradigm, let's just show you how real it is if you really want to know ahead of time before certain things start happening with other people. So take a certain warning, because I'm already avoiding the situation, I'm good, but another individual's mad at the situation, so it's like a persistent battle of individuals trying to take down certain structure. It's like they're hunting an empress that's getting away a certain type of way instantly. You ever seen the commercial when the hamster was on the run, but the hamster was, there's somebody out there on the run already, but that's opposite from them in the parallel, and then they wondering how to get the situation. And then it's funny. It's a funny situation because it's another empress on the run some way. So now think about it, and then or it might be a chick that they already know, this just don't realize it yet, and then they're wondering the comfortability, how they're gonna trap it, or is it gonna do something that they don't know about already, and then it's gonna cause a certain type of habitation, social economics, and then another person's trying to say they're conducting a facility. International security never had a facility, a jail facility. This is a place of education, of equality. But once you start looking at it a certain type of way, don't get mad when life is a certain type of way, because even when individuals, if you complete, you go, but if there's something else, then you know what it is. But I don't gotta tell you certain things. But because another person already knows the reason. Anyway, I'm a man of honor. I don't give a fuck about other niggas, and I don't give a fuck about my habitation, because either way, I'm comfortable. And I'm gonna just say it again. So, I'm just being real with you. So, I'm just gonna say just like this. Imagine, it is what it is, literally with me, but I don't have to tell you imagine, but I want you to look at it a certain type of way if you're listening to me, other people. But certain people take it serious, know what I'm saying? Other people that I'm having certain social equality with that's causing certain things, imagine, please. It makes it even better for me. But, so as I said, right? So I'm going to be real. So it's just like, it's just like if a person was going after the Ice Galaxy social equality, trying to break their forms of habitation, and they were trying to fuck up their consecration, then I tell individuals, yo, listen, and fuck up their forms of consecration. Listen to this. I'm gonna just tell the ice guys to listen to this. It's just like having a family land or family, and then bringing people to your land, and then a person did certain magic and might have put, how a person might have something somewhere a certain type of way, like they paint a picture and it's like a family portrait, and then a person doesn't know that the family portrait was a certain distance, and they come to the land, and it might be like a family. Everybody's waiting to see the picture, so their emotions is up so high, and then next thing you know, a person comes, and then they start. It's like they think the family land is arranged, and they start busting guns, and then the family's inside, hearing the ricochets of everything going on, and then the person goes outside to go see what happened, and then the person fucks up the picture, that fucks up the family's emotions a certain type of way, and then just sabotaging another person. Like, you might have spoiled kids that might be so educated, the way they go about intricacy of causing a person's depression might be a certain type of way, and they don't want a person to realize. So when they do certain things, it's like a person wouldn't even think to even look about a form of habitation, because they already cause a form of uncomfortability a certain type of way, and then another person think they're so nice with the way they isolate their situation. No, you not, because they got to generate and they got to break down, and it's just like filtering. You got to filter the situation. There's still debris. What are you doing about the debris? Where are you placing it a certain type of way? So then another person says nothing goes to waste, but you're not going to learn all that type of science when it comes to other people's social economic equality. So it does go to waste a certain type of way, because you're not going to try to surpass the reason of your dignity, no matter how long you've been there. See, we know what causes a pimple a certain way. Be careful. So now, listen to what I'm telling the individual, right? So now, I'm going to be real with you, right? So an individual, even at a time, say they go fuck up the consecration and fuck up the portrait, and then they start busting guns on consecrated land of family, and then fuck up the family's emotions. You don't know what type of reaction you let loose in the physical reality. Now, I'm speaking to you on an all level of physics, or even of the physical reality, because if a person fucks up their family, it's just like, even if a person had a statue and a person busts a bottle that reflects on the statue and the element on a level of physics, you might have chipped the statue at another time. And then it might cause the statue to be fucked up. And then a person wonders why you did something like that. A person doesn't want a person to know why they did something like that. And then on top of it, it's just like when a nigga, and when I'm in the pyramid, did the pyramids, and then individuals came mad years later, and then things that happened when they were doing the work on top of the house. A person, I don't gotta sing to tell you about it, or shingle, I don't gotta tell you certain things, and then a person wonders what is the nigga speaking about, and things already happened, and then a person got to witness what happened, and the person already knew. See how serious the situation, but they already fucked up, because they already been doing certain things a certain type of way, and things already been happening. It's just like a chick that knows element science, and then it's like she has a snake inside her pussy, or just a bunch of spikes in her pussy. She's so master the situation, so you just stick your dick in, it's like, pop, you know what I'm saying? And then you just finished. But she already hurt herself, because she was already causing this certain type of situation to her privacy. There's a difference when a person has social equality mind a certain type of way, and other people don't have that. But a person could be, hey, you never know what people, because I'll never know another person reason when they get around certain people, then they want to act. It's like, you ever seen a chick want to act tough at the last minute? Justine Silly even did that to me one time. One time we were somewhere, she started acting a certain type of way. I left her the way she was, and everybody else that was just looking at her like, she's walking. I'm like, no. I don't want to tell you so much the situation, but it's just a funny situation about certain things. Another person to tell you, hey, it don't even matter if believe it or not, or if you want to believe. Anyway, I don't want to tell you. I don't know another person's ball grease agenda, so I don't care. This girl named Janelle also went through that with me. Because her two homeboys, another nigga that just wanted to smoke weed without people knowing that he smoked weed, and then another nigga that was smoking weed that just couldn't lose the reason why he was smoking weed, because he just wanted to take advantage of certain things, because his other brother was already robbing a Tanaka at times, and then fucking up reality and stuff. And then the other one was already getting robbed, and then robbed himself, and then hurt himself, because he hurt his own love when he robbed his own self for jewelry a certain type of way. So be careful for certain other things and stuff, because it don't matter. If you heard me, you heard me. If you didn't, then it's just too bad, You should have still continued hearing what I was saying. But I'm going to just tell you just like this. It's just like when Tanaka and them just getting robbed because another nigga robbed himself for his own value and then ended up hurting his own love a certain type of way because he didn't realize the depth of his situation a certain type of way. How could you just, it don't even matter at a point of reflection. But it's just like an individual at a time that goes and fucks up consecration and then causes something to react and be loose in the physical reality. And then because a person's acknowledgement, they have to try to maintain a certain type of situation for the acknowledgement, but another person doesn't care because another person is going to go about their situation a certain type of way. And then it's just like having an evil chick. You ever seen the Sorcerer Apprentice with Nicholas Cage? Having some evil chick that comes out, she looks like a good person to another person, a fucked up quality because they make a certain move, so it might match up and be like fucked up quality. But then on another person is a real bad person because it's like Superman. Superman enemies is trying to find out how to react with other niggas, and then all they want to do is break down Superman, and Superman knows once he loses, it's just a wrap. So it's just end of the world. But the other person's already looking at it because they just want to be a savage about their situation. So it's just something like necromonger. So you got to be careful on some Chronicles of Riddick shit. So you got to be careful with certain people in social economic equality. And then people already be mad because they already be wanting to cause certain things, and then another person says, where do they get that from? Nothing new under the sun, but it's just like, a person, a person like me, if I get mad, I could get mad, but it's heating up myself, so it's within. But if while I'm within the earth, it's going to cause a certain type of clash. So what's going to be the outcome of me getting mad? Is it going to be suicidal, of me going to get a gun? Like, I'm going to do something a certain type of way. But on a level of physics, is it suicidal when I get into a physical confrontation with somebody? Well, that I probably will do a certain type of way because, in a form, it is aggression. And if it's in physics, of metaphysics beyond the physical, it could also mean a level of physics for the physical. Depending, and either way, I'm comfortable with the situation. So depending on whatever, whatever, man. So it's just, that's how I look at it. So, another person said, but how could you set that type of example? How could you already sound the way you sound and doing the things you're already doing and then secretly wanted to come to me and tell me you want to test the master knowing I'm the abbot, and then still wanted education, and then you wanted to, why you would want to test the master if you already feel like you're sufficient enough to go test the master, right? So that means you already had that mentality. So you already set the bad example already, or been setting the bad example, and then the civil wars are waiting to happen from within. So when you come, the next lesson is, I'll be gone. Never disrespect your dignity. Because now, you got your own eruption of your chain reaction to worry about. And I don't care for Highlander. There's already education for things like that. But only I would know what I'm speaking about. Love one. But like I said, though, right? So I'm just going to be real with an individual because an individual wonder about certain things. But if a person fucks up a person's consecration, what do you let loose at the time a certain type of way? Another person's not on a level with me. Another person that probably won't do something, but they're not on a level with me a certain type of way. So they can't do certain things if they're reacting a certain type of way because they're savage emotions and because of what they already caused. It's just like a person that's like, it's like, imagine the underworld, like Victor having his ball, I used to tell him about his little ball grease cups. And I said, yo, be careful what you drink at a time because another person, they probably want to drink something else and tell you to give you the same glass of something else, and then but the preparation of it is different, and the next thing you know, it has a different reaction at a level. And the person says, why you say that? I said, well, regarding your physics, one knows one's consciousness. But another type of way, depending on the amusement, depending on the indulgence of another individual of the consciousness, even during the time of one's conduct. But loved one, I ain't got nothing else to say. You gotta be very, very, how can I say this? A person has to be very humble in their reality to know the reasons of value of equality. Loved one. But you would never really